Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about rupturing your distal bicep tendon. I have a unique perspective, seeing that I have now ruptured both the left arm and the right arm. Okay, maybe that's not exactly true. This was a complete rupture of the left arm. The right arm is a partial tear, but we believe from the MRI and everything that it's the long and short head of the bicep are both partially torn off. So I had such success with this left arm, which was a complete rupture. Bicep went up, repaired it 2 years ago, almost exactly. The arm is great. I mean, I've got my muscle, it's firm. Things feel wonderful. Unfortunately, I was momentary bad lack of good judgment and tried to lift something that I had no business trying to lift, and I heard a pop and knew exactly what I had done the second I heard it. When I had ruptured this one 2 years ago, I heard a distinct two pops. Pop, pop! Originally, I assumed I dislocated my elbow, walked away, stood over in the corner, got fairly lightheaded, kind of saw a little dark circle coming in on me and was like, whoa, what happened? Kind of felt like I was going to faint or fall over, but walked around, it went away, and ended up realizing I had a long sleeve shirt on with a tie, pulled it off, and when I saw my bicep up here, I realized what I had done, because my father-in-law had done this, and I kind of knew what it looked like. So when I went through this process 2 years ago with the left arm, I wanted to document my rehab, because looking on YouTube and stuff, there wasn't a ton of good videos showing time frames, what can be done, what can't be done. So I kind of wanted to do it for this recovery, but I didn't. Here I am in a situation where this arm is partially torn, but I am going to have the same surgery. They're going to completely detach it and reattach it in about 3 days. So I'm going to document it. I'm going to go week by week. We'll see exactly, maybe every few weeks, at least, probably 2 a month. I'm in a time frame. I need to get this back strong, and I need to get working again. So I'm going to be smart, I'm going to be safe, but I'm going to push it, and I'm going to show what I believe can be done to get you back safely and quickly. I know with this arm, I was very cautious, and I really waited way too long. I mean, I waited like really a year plus before I really started exercising and doing stuff. I mean, I was doing stuff around the house and fixing stuff and everything, but I wasn't I didn't push it. I'm going to be pushing it because I have a time frame in mind that I need to have something completed, and I'm going to be there to do it. Also, just to talk a little bit about my right arm, which I'm right-handed, so this is a problem. The one with this arm wasn't that bad. I worked at a job where I took 7 days. I took like a week off, and I was back doing, I was, timing, whatever. It was fine, no big deal. Kind of changed my career, so this is a problem now. But just to explain here, this bicep here was way firmer and more, I would say, bigger peak, more impressive. but since the accident, it's been 2 weeks. It's mush. I mean, it is mush. I can't contract it hard. I can flex it, but it looks okay from a distance, but if you touch it, it's just jello. So that is the state there. I can use my arm. I've been doing stuff because it is attached. I can curl 10 pounds, but I know when I have my surgery, it's starting from, zero, starting all over. And I'll get into why I chose to have the surgery and what my goals are and all that good stuff. But I just wanted to explain how just 2 weeks of this arm even being used lightly, and I have used it, trust me, I've been doing stuff I should be doing. This bicep is turned to mush in 2 weeks. Just to talk about the injury of both arms, I will say both arms were injured while at full extension. I had now realized that from some more research I've done, when you are at full extension is when your tendon is the weakest because it is stretched out and it is the thinnest. As your arm contracts, the tendon actually shortens and is slightly thicker and tends to be stronger. So when this one popped completely, left arm, my hand was stretched out completely, holding something very heavy with one arm. Not a genius move, but I never in my wildest dreams would have thought this would have happened to me. When this one popped, I was roughly 41 years old. I was 41, yeah, 41. I am now 43. And when this one popped, my arm was stretched out. I was lifting something, kind of doing the deadlift, something very heavy. And it was stretched out and pop. So, what can we learn? I believe from my experiences, when your arms are at stretched and you are straining or putting a lot of load on them, that is when they are at their most vulnerable. When you're in a mid curl, obviously this stuff can happen as well. It's a little less likely. I think the most likely point is when you are full stretch with a heavy load. So just to let you know what's coming up for the next video, more than likely is going to be after surgery. I'll be looking pretty cool in a sling, and I'll have that for a week. It's like a soft, hard cast. Once we take the cast off, I will still be wearing a sling all times, but I can occasionally, I can start working on a little range of motion. Obviously no lifting, drink a mug, coffee, drink out of a mug, stuff like that, but not holding anything with my hand, not lifting, but a little slight working on range of motion, but still gonna have it in the sling, probably 95% of the time for another week or so, but we'll get into that when we get there. So, check that out. I'll try to make all these videos not too long and not too in-depth. If you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to tell you I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.